Therefore, yesterday's talk, giving you an analogy of farmers analogy in growing leaders. One of my audience, he asked me a very pertinent question. He said, "Sir, your agriculture analogy is limited, for we are not plants, trees, or farm animals." My friend, today I thought I must give a clarification to this. Should anybody else also have the similar confusion? So I call this a clarification, the psychological contract. The point of my giving this analogy, this points of comparison, is that the leaders grow naturally, and the growth takes time, like any farmer does it when he sows something and waits for the fruits to bear. My friend, remember, what wise organizations do is to facilitate this growth as far as they can, not for purely altruistic reasons. They need to keep the pick of the crop of leaders in order to change in positive and productive ways, to reach towards sustained success. Now put this analogy to any institution, any organization, especially the corporates, big or small. They need to keep the pick of this crop of leaders in order to change in the positive and the productive ways of their company. It may be partly true that the organizations grow leaders, but it is even more true to say that the leaders grow the business. One of my friends from United States of America, he gave his one example. He says that his father worked for some company, a family business, for over 40 years. He was loyal to the firm was loyal to him, and during his army service in World War II, even when he was badly wounded by a bomb, some explosive, his old job awaited for him. As you all know, my friend, now that this, I told him simple, that now this sort of psychological contract is a thing of the past, my friend. The new deal is that organizations will add value to the employability of a manager or an executive, so that when he or she moves on, their chances of making a step forward is increased. It is a demanding responsibility, my friend, but remember, it's surely a very, very effective leadership development is one key area where it can be done. It would be absolutely unwise, my friend, unwise graduate or other intern of real potential and ambition who joins an organization that offered no training in team leadership. Very, very sad, very unfortunate. Because I'm convinced in modern world, no wise organization that wanted to attract and retain the best of tomorrow's leader would fail to establish or access a world-class team leadership training program. And this trainings I mentioned in growing leaders, and this training is very important at all levels, starting from the team leaderships, graduating to operation leadership, and then ultimately reaching to the strategic leadership. Without this training, one thing is certain, and that is failure. Or you may even succeed, but not to the extent which you can. My friend, putting it in another way, if you meet the intellectual need circle of the leader, which include personal growth, he or she will have a lot more to give to the task and ultimately to the team. My analogy to the agricultural analogy, I agree, it is limited, and it is not for plants. We are not plants, trees, or animals. But the point of comparison is very simple, that leaders grow naturally and the growth takes time. This is what all wise organizations do. They understand and they implement in their organizations effectively. Thank you very much.